Camelot 331 here, and GameStop has just done something that I actually thought they would never do, and I'm going to be honest. I don't think they're above doing anything. I'm going to be honest. But this is something that was really personal to me that happened and started rolling when I was there, and they finally did it, even after our regionals. Okay, the market managers, like the hemisphere managers of the U.S., our district managers, everyone said they would never do it, ever do it, and they just did it today. A GameStop employee messaged me, and we're going to read that, confirming my suspicions for up to, I think, 6 years now. Is going on 6 years. So this is what's going down. Let me give you a little bit of context. I don't want you to be left in the dark because it's a little weird. So, prior to 2016, GameStop store managers were on salary. I was making $37,000 a year salary, okay? In 2016, I believe, there was a federal law that was pushed forward to make it where if you were making less than $42,000 salary, you were qualified for overtime federally. So GameStop didn't want to pay overtime to almost all their managers because there was no managers making over that. So what they did was they moved all their store managers to hourly. Now this law, I don't think ever actually went through and got passed, but GameStop stuck to their guns and they made all of us hourly. So we're no longer salary. And this is where the time card fraud came in, and they started firing people for walking out to their car or walking out to the trash can in front of the store to throw something away, or you'd walk to the back room and sit down and do some scheduling, which is what I was going to get terminated for before I left. So that's the loophole there. But what they did was they put us on hourly. So I would make $16 an hour. But to make my previous salary pay, because they matched it, I had to work 4 hours of overtime, okay? Every week, the store manager was required to work 44 hours. That is how you got paid your previous salaried amount. They made it completely one-to-one add up to 44 hours based on hourly. So you got paid 8 hours of overtime every single paycheck. Well, let's jump into the meat and the potatoes. Before we get into it, please share this video and like it. Please, I'm shadow banned as hell, and it helps out so much, man. YouTube does not push creators like me. Talking about corporations is not what they like to do, so make sure you give this a share, and don't forget to join my locals. It's down in the link tree right below. So let's jump into this real quick. I'm going to give you a taste, and then we're going to read the message from the manager. Check this out. So this here is going to give you a taste of what we're looking at. Okay, this says, I was hearing rumors about this happening, but it looks like it is going to happen. The district manager came down with a message saying to cut our 44 hours down to 40 this week, and it will probably be the new norm. With that decrease in 4 hours of overtime, that's close to a 12% pay cut. It's really hard to believe this company isn't failing. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. This guy says, the news became official on Friday and your DM is trying to sugarcoat it to be the new norm. Keep in mind, working 44 hours was the only way to get your previous salary pay. So all of these people, okay, and we're not done yet. We got a lot to go through here. All of these people are going to go from making $32,000 a year to like $25,000 a year or 26. Based on my Alabama trailer park math. They're going to be making like 26 to 27 grand a year to work full-time at GameStop. Some of them are working and managing 2 stores, and they're making 27 grand a year, making GameStop pay less than Dollar Tree. GameStop will officially be the least paid company in America as far as retail goes across the board. Across the board. And you want to know why they can do that to these people and why these people for some reason won't leave this job? GameStop relies on the fact that their employees are working in the video game industry when they're actually not. They're working at a brick and mortar store. But GameStop executives know this, and they like to take advantage of their employees because they will. They'll continue to do it forever because they know that these people want to be involved in games, and they use that to take advantage of it. Could you imagine making 26 grand a year to be a store manager over stores that are probably making operating profit of $600,000 a year, maybe more. Operating profit. That means liquid freaking profit, dude. And you're getting paid .0000. Damn, man, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But that's neither here nor there. To put this into perspective for you, my last year at GameStop, I made around $37,000. And that's with my overtime hours and everything. With my travel pay, it almost hit 40. Meaning that 7 years later, when the economy is the way it is and inflation is the way it is, GameStop store managers are going to be making $13,000 less than I did 6 years ago. That is unfreaking believable. Keep in mind that Ryan Cohen, the guy that was supposed to save the company, said he was going to reinvest in their store leaders and their store management teams. Yeah, that didn't last very damn long, did it? Check this out right here. What the F is happening? Sorry to anyone reading this block of text, but I'm incredibly frustrated and at a total damn loss. And dude, I feel it. I feel it, man. I just need to know what the hell's going on. They lowered the base payout for bonuses to zero. To zero. They cut our wages via removing overtime without even talking to us about it, shocking, and are judging our performances with more metrics than I've ever experienced working here over a year. As store leaders, we are the primary workforce for this company and are told that we are the face of GameStop, but I don't feel like the face of this damn company. They used to say the reason people shop with us is you. So why is my pay going down? That's a great point, man. Why would we try to get pro or a warranty or reservations when we are no longer being compensated fairly? Assuming we were being paid fairly to begin with, why would we care if the store is profitable at all? Sure, the top tier bonus is higher by a lot, but what about the stores that haven't hit metrics in years or only ever occasionally get middle tier, even with tons of time and effort? Why would I break my back to reach a goal that seems wholly unattainable from the start? Our bosses, district leaders, regional leaders are also taking a loss in pay to help the company profit? Why isn't this being communicated in a decent way? But rather, we're just faceless nobodies. Why couldn't my region leader in the region call in the region call held recently explain these changes and at least apologize? They can't be bothered to communicate something important. Why would I be bothered to communicate properly with our guests? To be clear, I'm fortunate enough that this job isn't my household's primary form of income, and that at the end of the day, I can still live my life the way I was yesterday with no problem. But everybody is not as fortunate, not even close. It just seems to be a sinking ship, and we're being thrown overboard in the hope that a lighter ship will sink more slowly. Great analogy. It's a horrible feeling to no longer be paid what I deserve, and for no one to even have the decency to answer an email about it. I can't believe this place is still standing. I agree with you, man. Don't forget, they also removed the bi-weekly incentive pay. They've removed everything. Everything. I'm honestly damn shocked, but we got to read the actual message from the employee really soon because they sent this to me very recently, but it's pretty unbelievable. The incentive to work there is pretty much gone. It's pretty much gone. To be honest, it looks like they're purposefully doing this to get people out. What's going to end up happening regardless, is they're just going to eventually go bankrupt and then a company's going to just gut them like a fish. But let's see what the plan is, and then we're going to read the message. So this person says, "Dear leadership, I think many of us on here are wondering what the actual plan is moving forward. For many of us, this is our lives. This is how we support our families and how we build communities of guests and employees. I know the concept of layoffs and dissolving positions is not a uniquely GameStop problem, but many companies are going through this right now. However, in the field, when we hear very little or actually nothing from our head offices, these actions seem to be a company that's reeling or it's on its heels. I know we'll not be seeing an increased hours, increased ASL count, or store leader count, or even store count. Yet, we are told a 2023 priority is our people and our bench strength." Okay, yeah, apparently their priority is their people. "How do we help fix this problem on the store level with product availability, pre-order shortages, and diminishing pay and hours and incentives for our workers at all levels?" I'm not asking this in an emotional way. I'm asking this in a we are on the same team type of way. How do we fix this and make GameStop into what it truly could be? I know when my store is having issues, that's where I step up as a leader and calm my team and drive us through the murky waters. In the field, I think many of us feel like a rudderless boat. Sure, we have our DLs and in some instances RLs, but Where is that singing voice of leadership from the top of the mountains? Oh, he's currently building a golden parachute. That's where the dude on top of the mountain is. He's 100% building a golden parachute. And then whoever acquires their debt or the company or whatever, they're going to gut it like a big old fat ass fish. And you're going to be left with nothing. With nothing. But that's neither here nor there, boys. Let's go ahead and read this spicy ass message. Because it's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, man. I can't believe that this is happening. Look, me and GameStop have our differences. But I've never had anything against the people working there. Ever. Even though a lot of them hate me, dude, it's not my problem. You know, I'm just trying to spread their message. So please share this, and here we go. Check this out. This says, Camelot, I'm so devastated. I'm just done with GameStop. I've decided to finally leave. I stuck it out for a long time, hoping it would get better. It just got worse than I can imagine. They lowered our base payout for bonuses to 0, which was kind of disheartening, but not the end of the world. But what they did next has me quitting. I'm a store manager, and they just cut our overtime hours, which matches our previous salary. So this person's been there for a while if they're talking salary. I'm taking nearly an $8,000 pay cut. I bet Ryan Cohen or any of those people on the board or any of the people that are working GameStop corporate in the high up executive positions, I guarantee you they're not taking a pay cut. Guaranteed it. If something like this would have happened back in the day, we would have had a huge conference call where our district manager could have apologized over and over. Nope. Just an email telling us to cut our hours. And it would be the new norm. I've decided to get out once and for all. I've been a fan of yours for a long time. I secretly watched your videos agreeing with you every step of the way. Shocking. But still held on to hope that GameStop from 2010 that I loved would have came back, but it never did. Please keep doing what you're doing. You are what kept me going through the darkest of times. Everyone else just talked shit about you. Keep me anonymous until I lock down my new job. Please. I'm going to be honest, guys. I cannot believe that there is anyone left at these stores. I'm pleading with you. I'm going to be honest, and I've never done this. If you are working at GameStop, please leave. These executives are 100% taking advantage of every single one of you. And they're going to squeeze every drop and fire you and replace you. You are not important to them. Your family is not important to them. Nothing about you is important to them. You need to leave. There are so many more opportunities out there, and you would be amazed. Here is my homework for you. Just get on LinkedIn, get on Indeed, get on websites where you can apply for jobs, build your resume in a smart way. You're a GameStop store manager. That means a lot more than you think. Fill out that thing and start submitting it, and you will be very, very surprised what you may find. When I left GameStop, I got offered a store manager position at Lowe's, a district manager position contracted out for a company for Walmart, a management position at Target, a very high management position at Target, actually. A lot of things, man. A lot of things. I went with the one that was remote because your boy likes to chill. So, but there's a lot out there for you, and it changed my life when I did that. Like, I couldn't believe the opportunities. I went from making 32 to 37K a year, depending on the kind of year we had, to making almost 88 grand instantly. And I didn't think it was possible. You are capable of that. Leave these stores. Don't let them take advantage of you anymore. Them cutting these overtime hours are telling you, they're giving you an 8 grand pay cut, and you don't have 8 grand to lose. Most of these people can't afford to lose that money. So do due diligence, get on Indeed tonight, and take care of business. For you and for your family. It's very important. Please comment down below. Share with you boys. Share with you girls. And do me a big ass favor. Please get the hell on it, doggone it. Bye. Yeah. Hell yeah.